Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction to the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the Cleveland Browns. Greg Zuerlein's got it teed up, and off we go from Arlington. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at this. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this. early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. His throw incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play, and who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. And they'll let their fullback try and push the ball. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
I know they got the first down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right? Field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Mayfield on play action. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. This is intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And there'll be a break in the action here because Prescott is going to use a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A big play there on the catch and run.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the Browns' 14-yard line.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
That's it,
just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball, pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys have taken the early lead. Now Greg Zuerlein on for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing, Mayfield. That's caught. It's Demetric Felton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game? That's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
Coming right, this is Chubb on the toss. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They toss it left side to Chubb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that, right?
Yeah, he said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a 1-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
And give the tackle to Anthony Walker. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. The give is to Elliott. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
When coaches stress their defense being physical, they don't just mean the big guys. How about the guys on the outside, the cornerbacks? It's not just their job to patrol the airspace. They can get involved in the run game as well.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. This ball nearly intercepted. A once-in-a-season chance for the big fella, but he couldn't corral it. 4th down, straight ahead. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play fake. Mayfield. Sliding out of the pocket. Now Mayfield lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line.
Let's be frank, you hate the fumble at the end of the play, but prior to that, I liked a lot of what was going on. Tucks it down, takes off, picks up good yardage. But in that portion of the field, that close to the sideline,
step out.
Yeah, either get down or get out of bounds. Take care of the ball.
Yeah, he had the yards, but then the mistake. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll run left with Pollard. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter. 7-0 ball game.
Kill. 47.
10th carry now for Elliott. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down. So now Dak Prescott off. Greg Zuerlein on for the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
On the return, the Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Mayfield on 1st down. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Mayfield to throw it. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Back quite a ways here, facing 2nd and 19. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mayfield, and that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt, and he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Dustin Colquitt now, standing just outside his own goal line. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Now Greg Zuerlein. We all remember the 57-yarder that sent the Rams to the Super Bowl. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final preparations for the 2nd half of action. So with that, let's get you back out to Arlington, where we rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This is Tony Pollard. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Second half starts with a carry by Elliott. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And as a running back, you've got to be saying, where did he come from? He covered a lot of ground in a short amount of time, and he was able to stop his man before he got back to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Prescott now. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is going to be intercepted. Troy Hill picks it, and the Browns are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
2 yards the loss, second and 12. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
A toss play to Chubb. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and 11. And again, it's Chubb. And for a second straight play, that Cowboy defense gets him to the ground behind the line of scrimmage. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now, here's Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Randy Gregory gets to him well behind the line of scrimmage. That is a loss of 17 yards. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Cleveland. Lamb to return it. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Throwing, Prescott. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later, they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Browns drive about to get started. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5.
There he goes left side. He's at the 40, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
And that's why he's one of the best running backs in the game today, because this run combined all the elements. Started with patience, and he was just waiting for the right lane to materialize. Then once he saw it, he used his speed and escapability in tandem and turned this into a tremendous play.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the 2nd half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Now Pollard. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 58 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Elliott. And he's got room. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Here's Prescott. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. They got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
And he powers through the first wave, but he's going to be swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they have to try and move past that pick 6 because now they're dealing with a 4th quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. First down run with Elliott going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. No running room for Zeke on 1st down as he'll maybe get a yard out of that.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 9. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Now Dak.
Forced out to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now the Browns will use the 1st of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. To throw, Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And the Browns have just about sewn up this football game. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll work his way forward up to the 22. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about